So we've touched upon the benefits for B2B, right? And they range across the ecosystem. It's in their marketing benefits, technology benefits, finance, and so on. So what I'd like you to talk about is what you're seeing as the key benefits for having B2B e-commerce channel and building that out. Mark, if I could start with you, please.
Sure, I'll highlight a couple of them. One is pricing accuracy and applicability. Often in the B2B scenario, it's not just about having pricing, it's having pricing that is contracted or applicable to that buyer. A lot of them have pre-negotiated either price lists or catalog subsets for which it's only relevant if I know if it's available and is it at the price point that I was assuming. I think Scott, really described that well, is that leads to a downstream experience. So because you're selling to someone else's business, in effect, if something's wrong, either price or the part fit, you're affecting the experience with their business and their end customer, right? Which has considerable effect. It also is that the product and the order size is often much larger and logistically more complex to deal with if it ever has to be returned. And so that ability to be accurate. And so I think the selling process is a big one. Some of the things that we're investing time and effort on our side, on the software side and on the platform side, is providing more capabilities for quoting, for payment options, approval levels. Think about shopping limits, right, or catalog subsetting limits, where we can have that pre-built in the platform so that we can have more sophisticated customer structures already in place. Think about the buyer approval levels for folks who may be an ordering rep at one of your customers. Great. It's a better experience if that's built into the tool, as opposed to them having to get to a quote, leave your system, go through an internal approval to then come back and complete an order. Same thing with payment, right? Realizing that most of these payments are on terms, right? Some may be on credit cards, some may be on terms, and that process needs to flow through as well, so that they're seeing that clear up front as they're getting their quote or their invoice. And then I think there's another piece to this, which is, again, back to new availability of products and services. There are really interesting financing options now to provide, right, alongside of the actual purchase, that are built for B2B, right? And so that large purchase may be something that your customer can take on structured payments that for you shows as a regular transaction, right? For a few points of margin on a transaction, you get paid up front, and the customer gets to deal with structured financing as a pull through of that order, as opposed to you taking it on terms. And so some interesting cash management scenarios there as well, by using some of these modern technologies that in many ways are great for the customer and end up being great for you as well. And so I would say that, those are some of the big things, right, about sales process, payments, and then being able to take on more of the accuracy and approval levels for the customer to make sure that they're getting not just right product, inventory availability, but they're actually getting and following their own process for buying from you.
That's great. And Scott, you're managing a P&L, working with a cross-functional team, have your own team. What benefits are you seeing within that ecosystem?
How much time do we have? It's a lot of benefits. By the way, my neck is getting tired agreeing with Mark, so just forgive me. I got to keep trying to one up him. Within the ecosystem, the benefits are really, really numerous. Our efficiency has gone up. As a team, our efficiency has gone up tremendously. I mean, we're in a workflow now that, I don't have an exact measurement, but we must have at least doubled our efficiency just in terms of preparing everything for the site, getting it ready for purchase, actually processing an order because there's an automatic workflow there and we've got a connection to our ERP. Here's my attempt to one-up Mark. It's that it goes, for us, it goes beyond payments. So I urge everybody to really look deeply at what can add a lot of extra oomph to the experience for your customer. For us, it was developing a full-fledged accounting function on our site. So our customers pay on credit, but we wanted to make sure that we could send the invoices back into our site and have the invoices payable as if it were an order. And that's exactly what we did. So with a little bit of custom development on our partner, and then working with BigCommerce, we set that up, and it has been just manna from heaven. I mean, just an incredible thing to be able to offer ACH payment for invoices, for example, on the site. People can also pay by credit card. You've got a list of all the invoices that are open. And this is leveraging functionality that essentially is there in BigCommerce, and then just required a little bit of customization to kind of take it to that next level, to pull in all of the information from our ERP and then send the payment information back. So how about that, Mark? Did I one up you?
Now I get to play the bobblehead. Yes.
It's really worked great. So total, sorry for the cliche, I hate cliches, but it is a game changer.
That's awesome.
Terrific. It certainly is.